Hi, I'm Liz Ferraro, the Quality Manager for FACT for the Nebraska Medicine Apheresis Program. We're located on the second floor of the Fred and Pamela Buffett Cancer Center in Omaha, Nebraska. And we're very excited and so proud to show you our facility today.
Patients scheduled for apheresis treatment enter through the ground floor of the Fred and Pamela Buffett Cancer Center. In light of the pandemic, all patients and visitors are screened upon entry and given a sticker to wear indicating the day of the screening. They will then use the elevators to go up to the second floor and into the apheresis facility. The Nebraska Medicine Apheresis Program is responsible for collection of cellular therapy products in an integrated clinical program for adult and pediatric care that includes independently accredited clinical, collection, and processing facilities. All of these elements work interdependently to provide a cohesive continuum of care that is compliant with regulatory requirements and accrediting body standards. Each patient is checked in and given an identification wristband, which ensures each patient receives the proper treatment as prescribed. During this virtual tour, we will be focusing on Part C of the FACT standards as they apply to the apheresis collection facility. You will notice upon entering this space that there is adequate lighting, and access to sinks. Each bay contains hand sanitizer. Soap and towels are provided at each sink area. The facility is cleaned daily and documented on the apheresis cleaning log. Biohazard waste containers are placed throughout the facility and are emptied each night by the environmental services team. Biohazard waste is discarded in a red bag inside a rigid, leak-proof container. The carts in each bay contain supplies used in apheresis procedures. The carts are locked at all times unless a nurse is actively using the supplies. All supplies in the cart have been received in compliance with the FACT requirements and are checked for expiration prior to use. Required PPE can be found in the carts and also in an overflow cabinet across from bedroom 8. As you can see in this apheresis bay, there is adequate equipment to perform apheresis procedures. The equipment undergoes scheduled preventive maintenance based on the manufacturer's recommendations, and each procedure has been validated. There is an emergency call button in the event of a patient crisis that activates an emergency response team. In a few minutes, we will also see the pediatric and adult code carts that are available to be used by our medical staff in a patient crisis situation. Sharps containers are located in each treatment bay and are emptied as needed per hospital protocol. Fact C 2.1 requires appropriate designated areas for collection and temporary storage of cellular therapy products. After cellular products are collected, they remain in the designated area where they are collected to prevent mix-ups and contamination. The Apheresis short-term storage SOP allows for cellular therapy products to be stored at room temperature for up to 4 hours, though typically they are handed off to the biologics production facility staff within 30 minutes. Critical supplies undergo a receiving inspection prior to use. Key quality parameters must be met prior to releasing an item for use. All items come into the supply room in a quarantine state, which is indicated by a yellow sticker. After release, they are placed on the release shelves and identified with a green sticker. Any item that does not satisfy the receiving inspection requirements will be marked with a red sticker, and disposition will be determined by the medical director. Supplies and reagents used for collection are stored in a manner that preserves their function and sterility. To this end, both the storage area and the main treatment area are monitored for temperature and humidity using a cloud-based environmental monitoring system. Key personnel are notified immediately upon any excursion. Supplies are stored using the FIFO method, which stands for first in, first out, to ensure that out-of-date materials are not used. In addition to providing necessary therapies to our patients, the priority goal in the Nebraska Medicine Apheresis program is to ensure a safe environment for patients, staff, and visitors. We provide a confidential space for donor examination and evaluation. As you can see in this bedroom, the doors can be closed to create a private space in which to perform donor evaluation. There is a dedicated restroom in the apheresis facility that is cleaned daily. There are pull cords and handrails to ensure patients are safe. There is a sufficient supply of towels and soap. Portable commodes are also available to our patients if needed. Access to key areas is controlled, such as the supply room and automated medication dispensing units, in addition to access to the treatment center itself. Standard C 2.10 requires availability of a written safety manual that includes instructions for action in case of exposure to communicable disease and to chemical and biological hazards. This is located in the nurse's station and is easily accessible. Patient files are stored in a locked cabinet system as required by Standard C11.1.4. These are examples of automated medication dispensing units that are only accessible by authorized personnel. FACT Standard C2.8 requires access to intensive care or emergency services. In addition to the emergency buttons in each treatment bay, adult and pediatric code carts are available in the treatment center next door. The expiration date of the cart is located in a sleeve on the side of the cart. All apheresis staff nurses are trained in ACLS, BLS, and PALS and are qualified to use these carts if necessary. Wheelchairs are also located immediately next door should the need arise for patient use. As we leave the apheresis facility, we are hopeful that you have a better sense of our commitment to exceptional patient care. Using the FACT standards for guidance, we strive for improvement in all areas to ensure safe and effective cellular therapy collections, in addition to therapeutic apheresis activities conducted in our facility.
From the Nebraska Medicine Fred and Pamela Buffett Cancer Center in Omaha, Nebraska, thanks so much for spending time with us today, and we hope you enjoyed your visit.